How well do you decide what stories to do?
Many just based on years of experience knowing what the next story is. Many, sometimes they're assigned, and it's, do a particular story, so it's both.
Christian, I see a lot of stories that are alternated between you and your colleague Wallace McKelvey. Who decides that, and how do you decide what to focus on?
I would love to say that's perfectly planned out weeks in advance and we know everything that's going to happen, but I mean, every day you go into the Capitol, it's a completely new day. I mean, I've come in at 9 o'clock and started to work on something, and 10 minutes later, my entire day is focused on something different. So I mean, it's usually who's available. We're lucky enough to have 4 reporters at the Capitol for our bureau, which is really great because we're able to cover a lot more than we ever have before. But most of the time, at least for me, it's something that I always think I'm interested in, and what I think readers are going to be interested in, because it's one thing to want to write something that you think might get hits, or that might be popular, but there's another thing to write something that's necessary that people need to know. So there's a lot of times where I'll just look at a subject and realize that we haven't written about it enough, or we haven't written about it at all, and then to kind of focus on that just to make sure people know what's going on.
Angela, how do you decide?
Well, like Brad, at the moment I'm a one-person bureau, so there's a bit of a limitation. But
you had Amy Warden just recently.
That's right.
resigned.
Amy Warden has left the paper. So a lot of it is also driven by things that interest the areas where our newspapers circulate, and so there can be much more of an emphasis on what the Philly delegation is doing, or in Brad's case, the Pittsburgh delegation. But like Christian said, sometimes you come in. You have a story that you're working on, and then Governor Wolf says something, and it blows your day up. And suddenly you're right, or Kathleen Kane.
Well, we are out of time. Our guests have been Angela Columbus. She is with the Philadelphia Inquirer. Brad Bumstead of the Pittsburgh Tribune Review, and Christian Alexanderson of Penn Live and the Harrisburg Patriot News. That's it for Journalist Roundtable this week. I'm Brian Lockman. Thanks for watching.